Whenever somebody had some beef, they would call me. That day, June 11, 1996, a family member of mine had some problems, so he came and got me. I'm sitting in the holding cell, then they slide that paper under your door, and you pick it up, first-degree intentional homicide, mandatory life sentence.
20 years, it would have broke a lot of people.
Stuff started to set in. All the voices, mama, grandma, granddad, and auntie. What's that first 30 days like, man?
You seeking something to grab, because right now, everything seems like it's over for me.
When you get home, what makes you say, y'all want to own a barbershop? Like, I don't want to work at a barbershop.
It was work and go home, work and go home. When I looked at my bank account, I was like, dude.
And I don't know if they could feel it. Your words are not void.
You got to trim the fat and get to the meat. We not finna negotiate this. We not finna go back and forth about this.
The first black-owned work boot company in the United States.
That's what Ed Hennings probably will be remembered by if I get granted more time on this earth.
I like the fact how you think about failure is not a possibility.
I'm home now, so all of those promises you made to yourself, you finna throw them away. I held on to them.
All right, so welcome to Crime Pays, the #1 personal development platform for formerly incarcerated men and women and their families, where we take people who used to be behind the wall and we show you how they're thriving beyond the wall. I am Ash Cash, the financial motivator.
I'm Jay White, first name, last name, the #1 federal government contracting coach and mentor.
Listen, when I tell you this show is going to be a powerful, impactful show, because today's guest, this brother is the embodiment of resilience, reinvention, and righteous hustle. At 24 years old, he was sentenced to 40 years in prison and served 28 of them. Most people would have folded. Most people would have let the system write their obituary while they were still breathing, but not Ed Hennings. Behind the wall, he became a student, a thinker, a planner, a visionary. He didn't just prepare for freedom, he engineered a comeback. And when he touched down, he hit the ground running. Barbershop owner, logistics company founder, and now the first black-owned, hold on, let me take these off. The first black-owned, right?
Yeah.
Work boot company in the United States, Ed Hennings Shoes and Boots. This man went from incarceration to inspiration, from a 40-year sentence to creating jobs, opportunities, and a blueprint for economic empowerment. This episode is about mindset, about redemption, about ownership, about what's possible when you refuse to let your past define your future. Family, let's tap into this one. Ed, thank you so much for being here.
Man, it's an honor, man. Thanks for having me.
Nah, man, blessing, man. 28 years, bro.
Actually 20. That
20.
was kind of a typo, but
20 years.
20.
Still though.
24 to 44.
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to, obviously, we're going to talk about and encompass all that. But #1, man, let me say this, man. These boots, brother,
Yeah, for sure.
are comfortable.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
They are comfortable.
Yeah.
They feel good. They're stylish. Like, here's why Timberland took off, because you can rock them joints anywhere.
Anywhere.
And then when Ash sent me the picture of him, I'm like, oh no, give me that one. Then Ash gonna be like, that's the same one I asked for. I'm like, yeah, all right, because it's like,
Confirm though. You sent yours,
Right.
and I chose these.
You chose
Then I
those.
said, yo, can you get my man a pair?
That's right.
And you asked me which ones, and then
Yeah.
come on, bro.
but I hold on. Ed, I wasn't privy to that conversation.
Right.
I'm privy to our conversation.
Right.
No, but-
And you say, oh, what I said, I want
Your
to say.
perspective, right.
I said, but here's my point. Can I get to my point?
No, the point is,
Okay.
we got similar styles.
All right, cool.
And you know what I mean? Like,
That's right.
Yeah.
The thing is, these is flavor.
Yeah, facts.
Because I can rock these
Not
joints.
facts.
You know what I mean? So, much respect to those, man.
I'm about to put I got an outfit in mind.
Right, they play, you can create an outfit.
together. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to put an
Yeah,
outfit together.
yeah. It's not too many times, man, people create a shoe wear that I wanna, you know what I mean, rock and promote. But I appreciate these, my brother.
Thank
I
you.
want to
That
talk
means a
about
lot.
even I know I want to reverse the story a little bit, but how did these boots come about?
Man, just when you preparing for your re-entry back into the community, man, one of the things that I figured out was studying people from Mandela to a lot of other people that faced insurmountable odds.
Yeah.
It was the work ethic. When I studied Bruce Lee, Ali, you know, I had 20 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Studied Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Studied Jordan.
Yeah.
Denzel.
Yeah.
All of them was, the work ethic was through the roof.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I got to step my grind up.
Yeah.
That makes up for a lot of things I don't know. That makes up for a lot of mistakes I might make on the journey. That grind can make up for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So when I just start building that grind, I got out here, put it to work. And when I seen that in my community, in my family, they said, you, man, we watched you work your tail off.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And when I got the idea through conversation to work a boots, it was like start a shoe store because I'm doing the trucking.
Yeah.
A lot of the drivers ain't stepping up like they supposed to.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I got to find something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Having a conversation, it was like, you ever thought about men's shoes? That's a good idea. But let me stay in my lane.
Yeah.
My lane is I'm the king of the grind around here.
Right.
So let me do what I wear work boots on the truck.
Yeah.
So there it was.
Okay. Okay.
Just some synergy right there.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of
went
people that have those conversations don't put action towards them.
Yeah.
It's just conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So I appreciate the fact that you put the conversation and the work ethic, and then here you have a product that I'm feeling. Yeah, for sure. Where you from, Ed? Where you from?
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, bro. Check this out. This is no lie, and you know what I mean. You'll get that one day.
Yeah.
I was in a movie. You know what I mean. You'll get that one day. And my role, I'm in a movie. Shout out to my man Swift. I'm in Circumstances 3. We shot it in Milwaukee. That was my first time out there. And here's my line. Here's my line right here. You talking about that motherfucker from Milwaukee? That's my line. That's my line right there, yo. But no, I appreciate that. So let's go back to who is Ed, man? Who is Ed Hennings? Like, give people that's been under a rock, give us who you are.
Okay, first of all, big shout out to Swift
Yeah.
from Milwaukee, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ed Hennings, man, I made some bad decisions and choices as a young man. Got myself in a lot of trouble, man. Got myself in big trouble, man. I'm facing life in prison.
Right.
And while I was waiting on the jury to come back with a verdict, because people here 40 years, they don't know I was facing life.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, if I get a second chance, I promise you I won't need a third. And I'm going to give it everything I got. Like, you can ask anybody, like, have you ever given it everything in your soul?
Yeah.
You know, people say, I want this.
Yeah.
But have you given it everything?
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'll probably give it 60%, 70%. And at that moment, for the first time in my life, I consciously said, I'm going to give this everything in my soul, man.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
And that jury came back and found me guilty of a lesser offense. And I said, all right, here go my shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't come that day. It didn't come without work,
Yeah.
but I had a shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at that moment, I started giving life everything in me. And that's how I've been living for 29 years now.
Yeah.
That's Ed Hennings, man. I'm giving it everything I got.
You got into your trouble in Milwaukee, or did you
In Milwaukee.
in
yes,
Milwaukee?
Sir. Yes, sir.
All right. I got a question, man. We gotta dive a little deep.
Come on, let's
All right.
get it.
What was the number one? What type of trouble did you get into?
Okay,
What
I had
was
a
the
homicide.
turning point that got you to that point? What was the turning point that got you there?
Okay, I was, I'm in the hood just like everybody else, man. I'm trying to make a fast buck. I ain't the highest man on the totem pole,
Yeah.
but I ain't the lowest man on the totem pole. I'm doing decent for myself,
Yeah.
in the streets. But at the end of the day, with that comes the go-to guy.
Okay.
If you in your clique, in your circle, you having a little something, you become the go-to guy.
Yeah.
If somebody needs some meat, they about to barbecue. They about to call you. If they don't need a ride somewhere, they need your car, you throw them the keys. They need somewhere to stay, they come to your place.
Yeah.
So you become that go-to guy with your family, with your circle. And that's what happened to me. I morphed into that go-to guy. And whenever somebody had some beef, they would call me. Hey, man, this going on, do. My friends, my family members will holler at me. So at that point, that day, June 11, 1996, a family member of mine had some problems with some guys in the hood, and it escalated, man. They jumped on him, so he came and got me.
Hey, look, I know you're enjoying the show, but if you're formerly incarcerated or have a family member who was and wants to learn how to thrive beyond the wall, you have to join Crime Pays Nation.
Crime Pays Academy is open right now. Click the link, then get back to the show. Hurry up, hurry up.
And I went in, and I squashed beef a million times in the hood. This is not nothing new.
Yeah.
But this particular one, it took off on me. You know, the guys went after my uncle. They didn't even go after me. They went after this family member of mine, and I reacted to that, and I shot him. And I went to prison. Yeah, and my intentions was never to harm anybody. It was to squash the beef, but, you know, you can't sit there and let somebody do something to your family.
Here's the thing, bro. Me personally, I prayed to be the cornerstone of my family.
Yeah.
I remember nights as a teenager, I prayed for, Father God, let me be the cornerstone of my family. If anybody need anything, let them come to me.
Yeah.
When it started happening,
Right.
I'm like, yo, this is a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, to your point,
Yeah.
we need meat for the barbecue.
Right.
Need money for the haircut. I'm having issues down the street. Can you pick me up? I'm like, God damn, like, are you serious? This is what I prayed for?
Yeah.
So the responsibility of somebody entrusting you with the issue of somebody is threatening me or threatening my well-being,
No doubt.
mentally take me back to that point to where are you like, all right, let me just de-escalate with my words, or let me just tell them, hey, it is not, like, take me to that mental point when they bring you that type of I need you, Ed.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It was routine. It wasn't like a one-time deal. This was something over the years happened over and over and over and over again. So my situation could have happened to me long before that day. It just took the culmination of, the odds.
Yeah.
You playing Russian roulette, right? You keep on poking the bear. Eventually you're gonna get what you asking for. And that's how it was for me. So this particular time, man, it was like, let me go over here and straighten this out.
Right.
Like as usual. But like I said, at this point, the anger was more than what I thought it was going to be. And when I got there, it shot through the roof. And I'm like, hey, come on, man. This ain't what we here for.
Yeah.
But, you got that chip on your shoulder like, hey, it ain't that type of party.
Wherever it goes, going
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Prior to that, had you ever gotten in trouble with the law prior to that?
Minor.
Okay.
Minor. Nothing major. I never had, I got caught with a gun once. I got caught driving after revocation before, that type of stuff. But I never got to the point where I did any prison time or anything like that. No, this was my first.
Yeah, so first time.
Yeah.
Ended up, tragic.
Yeah. Really bad.
What's going on through your mind, like, or before that? Once this happened, are you like, damn, I messed up, I'm gonna turn myself in?
Yeah.
Did you go on a run? Did they catch you? Like, what was the circumstances of your arrest?
Being that in my community, you have these street wars that go on for summers or 2 or 3 or 4 summers. So in my mind, it's like when I shot the gun, I didn't know the man was hit. They ran away. So at this point, I don't know he hit. I'm thinking they finna go and come back.
Yeah.
This finna be a war out here. This side and this side. We finna get it on when they're on site. It's on. But me thinking like that, I'm sitting there and I'm preparing for a war in my mind. But really, the police showed up and they got me. And it's like, why'd you do it? And I'm like, do what? They're like, oh, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And that's when your heart drops. That's when all the voices that you've heard over the years that said, get out them streets, boy. Start doing some good with your life. You smarter than that. You better than that. Them voices, you start hearing them. You start hearing granny. You start hearing granddaddy. You start hearing mama. You start hearing daddy. You start hearing the old heads. All that stuff coming to you. Like, oh my goodness. I didn't listen to nothing they told me. Now I'm here and I'm sitting in the holding cell and I'm still not knowing the full extent of what happens. And you sitting there and you wondering like, what's going on? Then they slide that paper under your door, and you pick it up, and you say, wow, first degree intentional homicide, mandatory life sentence. That's your charge. And you sitting there, and that's when ain't nothing left. It's over for you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's over.
Yeah.
Is anger sitting? What emotions is sitting in anger? What emotions is sitting in when you?
Man,
when
I'm
you're saying
talking
ain't
about
nothing left?
the closest thing that I can put to it for somebody that haven't experienced it is probably paralysis. You see somebody in a wheelchair and they functioning. They looking at you, but they can't get up and get out that wheelchair and do nothing.
Yeah.
So you sitting there and you looking, but you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
You sitting there and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
That's the feeling of you just stuck.
Sheesh.
Nothing you can do.
Wow.
Nothing. Helpless.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Wow. And then so at this point you're do you go to trial? Do you plea? Like what was it?
Yeah, I went to trial. I pleaded self-defense and defense of others because I was defending a family member of mine. In my mind. And then that's when you go to trial. It lasted 2 or 3 days and stuff like that. And, and once again, one of those things where you watching police shows on TV, Law and Order. I'm older. I'm 53, so I go all the way back to watching Matlock. With grandma and stuff like that. So you like, man, this ain't nothing like what they show on TV, man. This is the real deal right here. This ain't no TV madness. It's like a noose gonna come out the ceiling on you. You know what I'm saying? You finna get hung up in here, man.
And then you're in Milwaukee. And so it's not a majority black state. So was your jury like what was the what was the composition of your jury?
So Milwaukee is a predominantly black city.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He didn't know that. He didn't.
No, I didn't know. No, I'm mistaken because I was thinking about Wisconsin. Yeah.
But I let you talk because I knew he was going.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you go to jury, it's still the same thing.
Copy.
Because what people don't understand about a jury pool, it's about the number of eligible jurors. So with majority of Wisconsin black males and females under some type of supervision, it wipes them off the jury pool.
Wow.
So although it's predominantly people of color, they're not eligible.
Right.
They're not eligible voters. They're not eligible for jury. They're not eligible because they got the F on their report card.
So there's a high percentage of those with the F on their report card.
It's the most incarcerated city in America.
It is
for black.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
Milwaukee is the most incarcerated city in America for people of color.
Wow.
I come from the most incarcerated area code in America, 53206. It's the most incarcerated area code in the whole United States.
Wow. That's crazy.
Wow.
And is that because basically, like, why is that? Give me your personal take on why is that?
It's a number of things, but starting with the economic situation.
Okay.
A lot of our parents and grandparents moved from the South to the North, Detroit, Gary, Cleveland, Chicago, Milwaukee, because of the manufacturing boom in the other 60s. It was the great migration from the South to the North. All of those things, from the auto industry, the steel mills in Gary, auto industry in Detroit, manufacturing in Milwaukee, all those things are gone. So you've seen a turn from the late 80s into the early 90s, where now these communities that was once higher middle class, lower middle class, or what I like to call the upper poor. The upper poor, because they was working and they wasn't, rich, but they wasn't dirt poor. So I like to label it the upper poor. And you've seen that class of people go down when the manufacturing went away, because that's why we came up there in the first place. And now you see that gone. And, now with that comes the poverty. And with the poverty is the poverty mindset, the survival mindset, the grasping of anything to make me feel like something. You know what I mean? So with that, I can even remember back in the late 70s and early 80s when drugs were kind of picking up. And you see the old heads, they would say, I want to go get some blow. And they would have to start at like 8 in the morning. And they couldn't get it It was like a rich man thing. It was hard to find. Like anybody just couldn't get it. You know, you had to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah.
Not like marijuana.
Yeah.
You know, you can go get you some weed.
Yeah.
But you couldn't just get the white stuff like that back in the late 70s. You had to be really connected.
Right.
But by the time the 90s rolled around, it was on every street corner.
Yeah.
And with that, you know, that was another problem that came in the community.
Yeah.
Where, you know, the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, all of those things played a part.
I understand all the emotions that you had when you got that paper and it said, you know, everything that it said, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're facing life. What's that first real month like? Like that first 30 days, you got that paper, stuff started to set in, like you said, all the voices, mama, grandma, granddad, and auntie. What's that first 30 days like, man?
Man, you seeking some refuge. You seeking some shelter.
Yeah.
You know, mentally.
Yeah.
You seeking something to grab. Like, I got to grab something positive because right now everything seems like it's over for me.
Yeah.
Everything seems like it's over. And I remember, like you said, the first 30 days, I sat in the county jail 6 months waiting to go to trial. So that first month in the county, you seeing guys that you know, and you asking them, man, how is it in jail, man? You know, you asking these questions. You want to know, like, man, what's up there, man?
Yeah.
What I'm getting myself into, what it look like. You know, and they're like, oh, man, you could do this and do that. And so many guys that knew me, they was trying to really soften the blow for me.
Oh, okay.
They was trying to really speak like, man, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And I'm like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm worried about this thing. And it's one old head, man. And I never forget, man. He came to me and he said, young blood, if I can be candid on the show, man, I can tell you exactly what he told me. Word for word.
Now you can be candid.
Man, that old head came to me. He said, young blood, you done fucked your life up, man. He said, all this stuff they telling you can do up there in prison, you could do that shit on the street, man. He said, man, let me tell you something. I done been up north in these prisons 7, 8 times. He said, man, let me tell you something, man. You done fucked your life up, man. And that resonated with me more than those guys that was speaking nice to me. Trying to tell me something. He kept it all the way 100 with me. He said, man, you done messed up. Forget all that I'm telling you what's real. You messed up.
Why you think you resonated with that message other than the soft blow messages?
At that time, I had no idea.
Got you.
But as I went through my prison sentence and I was doing those 20 years, and I was playing back things people said to me, and I was really going through my history personally, who I was and what made me click and what type of decisions I was making. Because you got time. You going all the way back to fathers you can remember, 5 years old. You know, oh, man, 1977. I remember my uncle got a Cadillac. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going through my history, my personal history. And I'm figuring out like, oh, man, you know what? I did this when I was that age and this happened. And I figured out, I said, you know what, man? People that get in my face and push my buttons, that bring out the best in me. And he did that. And I looked at my prison sentence, those 40 years, and that pushed me against the wall and that made me look at myself. And I said, this shit bringing out the best in me. I didn't know it though.
You know, that's not typical.
Right.
You know, that's not typical.
Right.
Like you said in your introduction, people will fold when they see 40 or life. They straight lawn chair. Not the effect you saying it had. It brought out the best in me. I'm be honest with you, Ed. I'm fucking folding.
Like 40 years? 40 years. 40 years. Like,
I'm a lawn chair. Throw me, hey.
You got to think, look, 24 years old. In your mind, first of all, life is I'd have fainted, right? But then you know what I'm saying? 40 years, that means 64. Like,
you can't imagine that. Remember, when you 20, you calling a 40-year-old old.
Right.
When you 40, you like, yo, I got a lot of life left. You know what I mean? Like my kid called me old head all the time. He 15. Old head, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, I got a lot of life left.
Right.
I'm
just getting started.
Right. So that's an interesting take, man, that you had. Have you always been that glass half full or half empty individual, or?
You know what? Once again, it goes back to me being able to sit down and really do some thinking, because when you out here, you moving.
Yeah.
You just running. You ain't really sitting down to take inventory of what's going on in your life on the inside of you.
Yeah.
You really taking care of what's going on out. You got rent, mortgage, car note, girlfriend, partying, homies, family. Yeah, you ain't got time to do that.
Yeah.
Now and there, you sitting back and you looking at your life. You like, man, you know what? I grew up in a house with, my grandparents raised me.
Okay.
So I grew up in a house with 4 uncles, 2, 3 aunts. And I was the youngest of the bunch.
Oh, wow.
So I grew up where my uncle would make breakfast, and he'd leave the eggs and the sausage and the bread on the table and say, "Cook your own, punk," and walk outside. Here I am, 5, 6 years old, looking like I don't know how to cook. Hell I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I had to, and then I looked in prison, I said, that brought the best out of me, because by 8, I was standing at the stove,
Thanks. Hey.
whipping it up.
Yeah.
But I didn't recognize that when I was home. You know, so a lot of people look at the downside to how they was raised, what they've been through, and they make them angry.
Yeah.
But then you get older and you look back and you have a real appreciation for the way your parents raised you and the things you went through in life. And you say, "Oh man, I'm so grateful."
Yeah.
I'm so grateful.
Yeah. So now your sentence. I guess. I mean, you spoke earlier about verdict coming back. Yeah. You got lesser charge. It wasn't life. Yeah. This relief, right? This. Yeah. All right, I got a second chance. I'm gonna get busy. Talk a little bit about the 20 years you did. Yeah. What was that like experience like?
Man, I mean, just talking about it, just think about Jordan preparing for the season. Ali preparing for the fight. I walked through that door, man, I was 147 pounds, 24 years old, maximum security prison. Some guys that been in there 10, 15, 20 years already, pumping iron, muscles on top of muscles, banging, all of that stuff, man. I walked in there, man, 147, man, and I had the mentality. I said, man, I'm changing my life, man, and you need to do it too, big dog. Like, man, I ain't nervous and I ain't scared.
Yeah.
You know, I got my second opportunity. This is my shot, man. Yep. Y'all gonna have to kill me.
Yeah.
I'm taking this.
Yeah.
And you need to, man, we better than this. And I seen over time that they were tough physically, but mentally they was broken. Yeah. They didn't think they could do anything else in life but kick ass.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, man, you can do more than that. If you take that same energy that you putting in the banging and busting people upside the head, you take that energy and put it into something constructive, you can shake back, man. You can come through no matter what happened up until this point. And that's not well received in no prison.
Right.
Like, man, get out of here with that, man.
Yeah.
But I kept going. And then one day, "Hey, Ed, could you come out, man? I need to talk to you." "Hey, Ed, I need to talk to you." So over time, I built it. Wow. That, man, we can do better.
Wow.
We can do better.
Yeah.
So people say, man, I've been home 9 years. People say, "Ed, you've been killing it for the 9 years you've been out." No, man, it was 29. That 20 I did in there, man, it was really instrumental in what I'm doing right now, because I was in there and I was changing my life, but I also knew that was bigger than just me.
Right. Yeah.
It was bigger than me.
Right.
These guys, they didn't believe.
Yeah.
And I said, man, I don't know. I'm a 50 Cent, get it or die trying.
Right.
That's what I've been on.
Right.
Like, I'm doing this.
What made you want to reach out and help a fellow inmate or just somebody, just any and everybody? What made you want to?
I had killed somebody. I owed it. This was a debt. Yeah. I owed it. I let my family down. I let my community down. Yeah. I let that man family down. I let y'all down. You know what I'm saying? I didn't be a good example for people that's younger than me.
Yeah.
I was terrible. Yeah. So now it's like, all right, now I got to show them that, okay, if you do make some mistakes, this is my chance. This is my championship. this is my chance to come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is my chance to be better than what I was the first time around.
What up? It's your man Jay White, first name, last name. I'm happy you're here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. I want to welcome you to join the Crack the Code community, where I wrap my arms around you and teach you all the ins and outs of federal government contracting, the middleman or middlewoman way. In my community, on a weekly basis, you're going to get a Wednesday night call with me. You're going to get many courses and also training material. It's nothing like being in a community where everybody is joining hands, trying to learn the same process and get to this federal government contracting money. I'm gonna see you on the other side. Click that link right now.
Yeah. And I'm gonna take it.
And so from day one, which is commendable, right? 24 years old, day one, you had a lot of, I mean, it kind of felt like you grew up, right? Like you were a man at 24, you know? Yeah. You took the responsibility, you go in there, positively. What was what allowed you within that 20 years to come home and like kill it? Because we're going to get to your story. To all that you've done in 9 years is phenomenal, and like you said, it was 29 years because you was preparing. What did that preparation look like?
Man, I did all types of. Once again, I read books.
Yeah.
So I read magazine articles. I looked for anybody that was facing insurmountable odds. Mm-hmm. Anybody that was facing Mandela, for instance.
Yeah.
I did something. He didn't do nothing.
Right.
How did you maintain that mindset and you didn't even do nothing?
Right.
Like, I will be angry.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He's like, man, that anger gonna take you out.
Yeah.
I thought about Tupac. I said, man, I listened to a lot of Tupac music. Tupac's raw anger in his music was there.
Yeah.
And I could feel that creeping in. I was like, ooh, I don't want to walk out of here with that type of anger and animosity on me. Mad at the world. I want to get that up out of me. So reading Mandela really helped that.
Yeah.
I read about a young lady who her mom had passed away. Single mom, and she was 14. And she had 4 siblings. And fast forward to where she was at in the Essence magazine was that she was an attorney with a law firm. 2 of her siblings were attorneys working in her law firm. And the other 2 was in law school. And I said, oh my goodness, a 14-year-old raised 4 children.
Man.
Became an attorney. Yep. Had the other 2 working as attorneys.
Man.
And the other 2 in law school.
Wow.
I said, oh man, this is.
Yeah.
So all those type of stories, I have them on my wall.
Yeah.
I took barber and cosmetology. I took auto detailing. I took parenting class. I took culinary class. I was taking everything that I could. They told me, you can't take nothing else. I was still writing letters like, could I take this? Could I take this? I just kept persistent. And stuff that I couldn't take, I wrote so much they let me take it. And I brought that out here in the world with me. So me being a felon, when you tell me no, I'm going to knock on your door tomorrow.
For sure.
You going to tell me no again, I'm going to knock on your door next week.
Yeah.
You going to tell me no again, I'm going to knock on your door next month.
Yeah.
But I developed that in prison.
Yeah.
Because I'm not playing from the same field that you playing from because you don't have a felony.
Right.
I do, and I'm going to accept that.
Right.
I'm accepted in the sense of when you tell me no, I'm coming back.
Right.
I know I'm gonna have to get told no 4 or 5 more times than somebody that don't have a felony.
Right.
So that's how I approach it.
What's the transition like with? No, 2 questions. What was any type of distractions that's getting you off of your Mandela kick? Like, obviously, I know that's happening, right?
Yeah.
So tell me how you came up out of that. Because if I'm 24, I am a little focused. I'm getting there. I'm switching my mentality.
Yeah.
But what some of the things that's happened is like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, was there explain some of those?
It was times, man. Like it's times where you in prison. It's a lot of testosterone, man. The fellas, everybody want to be the bull of the woods. Yeah. Everybody chief. Everybody, calling the shots. So it's like, man, I try to do my best, like playing board games, like playing cards, playing dominoes, playing chess, checkers. A lot of that stuff is a breeding ground to bump heads with
Yeah,
somebody.
it's competitive.
So I'm staying away from that.
Yeah.
Because I know that right there, I see a lot of stuff jump off
Right.
at that card table.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I played a lot of basketball.
Yeah.
So I done caught some elbows. So I done, ooh. You know what I'm saying? I done got nose to nose with some guys, man. But through something, man, it didn't escalate to the point where it got me off my square and got me out there. But I've gotten very, very close over those 20 years to losing my focus on that basketball court. But other than that, I could say I pretty much steered clear because I was so conscious.
Yeah.
I was so conscious, man. I could see a group of guys over here and I could be like, yeah, because I had been around.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't come in at 15.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a lot of guys go in juveniles.
Yeah.
You know, I went in at 24.
Yeah.
I had jobs before. I had bills.
Yeah.
I had some adult experience.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I've been through that already. That might would have worked on me when I was 15, 16.
Yeah.
But at 24, 25 going forward, oh, no, man, I know that game.
Speak to the audience about the level of importance of staying that focused on basically on a mission.
Yeah.
Like you on a mission.
Yeah.
Like speak to our audience about that level of focus that's important.
Yeah, it's so important. Like I said, I studied the guys that climbed that mountain.
Yeah.
So I like to, when I speak, because I speak at some places in my community, man, and I tell those of us that come from poverty, I say, man, listen, man, I know nobody's not keeping it real with you, but to get yourself out of poverty, you're going to have to be unconventional. You know, everybody's going to tell you, go to school, get good grades, get a good job. That applies to somebody that go to school, get good grades. Okay, going from home to school. You know, in that space, from home to school, in the ghetto, you know what's in that space?
Everything.
A whole lot of stuff where you might not make it to school.
Everything, yeah.
It might make, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, listen, you're going to have to really lock in. You're going to have to lock in, not just in school, but out of school. You got to really lock in, bro. This was going to get you out of your circumstances. But if you don't, a lot of people that's sharper than you, a lot of people that's stronger than you and badder than you, to succumb to poverty, to succumb to the ghetto.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to lock in. I'm going to keep it real with you.
Yeah.
This ghetto is this thing called poverty is vicious.
No, that's good.
It's vicious.
Yeah, no, that's good.
So you're going to have to lock in.
And what it sounds like, because you mentioned locking in and being focused, like it almost feels like you were anticipating the end.
Yeah.
Right. So you walked in there, you say, yo, I got 20 years, but again, this is my second chance.
Yeah.
How do you maintain that type of mindset? Right. So like our brothers and sisters behind the wall right now, somebody watching this who's like, man, like I got time ahead of me. And I know I'm gonna go home. Right.
Yeah.
And I know I'm gonna hit the ground running. But I'm still locked up.
Right.
They still telling me when to shower,
Right.
when to use the bathroom.
Right.
There's still it's still danger in here, right? Like I can be positive all I want, but it's still dangerous. It's still opportunity. Like how do you keep that mind so sharp?
Oh, the first thing you gotta do, you gotta feed it. You gotta feed it. Whatever beast you feed, gonna get stronger.
Gonna get stronger, yeah.
Even to this day, I don't watch the news. I don't like people send me negative memes and stuff through social media. I'll be like, all right, man, quit sending me that stuff. I don't want to see people fighting, get beat up, getting shot, heads split open. Quit sending me that.
Right.
Send me the positive stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm feeding the beast.
Right.
All I feed is, Ed, you can do it. Ed, you got this.
Yeah.
Ed, you got this.
Yeah.
If I talk to somebody and they be like, man, that shit gonna be hard, I'll be like, hey, bro, you got it. I don't know, man. Hey, bro, you got it.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, man, bye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not finna pull up and dump that garbage in my yard and pull off.
Right.
Yeah.
And now I gotta clean it up. I call them garbage dumpers.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't finna dump your garbage on me. No, you finna call me when you got something good to talk about sometime.
Right.
You know, I'm here for you
Give me some
if
good
you feeling
news.
bad, but you ain't just finna just drown me in that.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
So it's just all about, I have a consistent, steady flow of Ed.
Yeah.
That mountain you trying to climb, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. And I gotta constantly hear that.
Yeah.
I need that. Like, don't be, man, you ain't gonna be able to make that, man. Ain't nobody ain't never did that.
Right.
Ain't nobody, like, I don't want to hear that, man.
Don't put your limited expectations on me.
Man.
Yeah.
Don't hit me with that. Now, once or twice, it's gonna motivate me. But if you just keep feeding me that, just every time I turn around, bro, you in my ear.
Right.
Talking about what I can't do.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, nah.
them people, they gotta go left.
Right.
Yeah, they gotta move around, man.
So what you saying is the brothers behind the walls. I'm telling you, man, get you what you watch, what you read, what you listen to. Man, and all due respect, but I listened to I Believe I Can Fly every time that thing came on the radio in jail.
Yeah.
I was turning it up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah.
I can do it. So I constantly fed it. It was like a hypnotism.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I don't believe it's nothing I can't do.
For sure.
Because that's all I told myself for 29 years. I don't know nothing else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I ain't heard I can't. Where?
Right. Right. What does that even mean? Right.
What's that transition like when you know, all right, I only got 2 more days, 3 more days for my release?
Yeah.
What's that transition like, and what's the plan?
It was so wild, man. It was so wild that I was on a work release.
Okay, good.
So I was in the halfway house my last year.
Yeah.
So year 19, I started going to halfway house. I had a barber license. So I was working in the barbershop. So I was going barbershop, back to jail. Barbershop, back to jail. And it was unprecedented.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a good thing, man. So when it got time for me to go home, I was kind of acclimated.
Yeah.
How'd you go from 40 years to year 19? You being released?
Yeah, we had parole.
Okay.
So I got parole. You start seeing parole a quarter of your time.
Okay, gotcha.
So after 10 years off the 40, I start seeing parole.
Gotcha.
So it's like, come back another year, come back 2 years, come back 18 months, come back another year. So that stretched out another 10 years seeing parole.
Okay, gotcha. So you were denied parole about 10 times.
About 8 times.
8 times. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Break your parents' heart about 8 times. I think you
Gotcha.
coming home.
Right.
You see parole next month.
Right.
Ma, they ain't even letting me out of here. Don't say that.
Gotcha. So year 19. So finally you get parole.
Yeah.
How much time do you know? Once you get parole, is it you out next year, a few months?
You'll go see the board. You go see parole board.
Yep.
And in Wisconsin, they'll let you know. They'll be like, all right, you got a grant for, like, say if it's January, they'll say you got a grant for March 15th.
Mm-hmm.
So from that day in January that you seen them, you got 3 months. And you getting out March 15th.
Yeah.
So March 15th, you got the guards know, the administration know.
Gotcha.
You done told the fellas,
Gotcha.
"Oh, I got a grant.
Yeah.
So now everybody know that's your day.
Right.
And the guards might, if you got a guard that ain't got a good head on his shoulders,
Right.
he might not like it. He might be like, all right, I'm finna go in your room and search your room every other day.
Right.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
So that type of stuff happens, man. And on my way out, it happened to me a couple times. You can see the boot, try to put the boot on your neck.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I ain't falling for that.
You maintain.
Try to give you
I
more
ain't
time.
gonna add nothing to it, because like you got to be on the schedule to get in the van to go to work.
Yeah.
So this is a Saturday in the barbershop. The barbershop popping on a Saturday, and they gonna put me in the van from jail and take me to work.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and look on the schedule. Ain't no Ed Hennings on the schedule. And I'm like, oh, man, you in jail. You want to get out of here.
Right, for sure.
And they ain't got you on the schedule to go to work. So
Yeah.
you're calling your boss like, man, they ain't got me on the schedule, man. Call them and tell them. And they like, man, you just better just chill out, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You finna come home.
Yeah.
So I just go on my bunk, man. Just lay back like, oh, man, they is really pushing my buttons. I want to leave up out of here.
Yeah,
It's Saturday, man.
Yeah. So now you come home, which is good, right? Because you are barbering already.
Yeah.
When you get home,
Yeah.
what makes you say, y'all want to own a barbershop? Like, I don't want to work at a barbershop. Like, I want to. Like,
That was the plan. Like
Yeah.
when I was taking barbering in jail,
Yeah.
I'm trying to dream as big as a person in jail could dream. And
Yeah.
owning the barbershop was a big deal.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get my own shop, but realistically, it's gonna take me 5 to 10 years after I get out. I've been down a long time. I'm not finna walk out of here and get no barbershop. But I just worked my plan and I had it in 1 year. I got out in 16, into 17, man. I was buying barber chairs.
Wow.
Had a building and all of that stuff, man, because nothing else mattered around me.
Yeah.
All that mattered was the goals I had set for myself. And that's all I had for 20 years was my goals. I didn't have people. I didn't have nothing. But my goals is what got me through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And one goal was that release date.
Yeah.
Get to that release date. That was a goal of mine. So that's something that was with me when I had nobody. I had goals.
Yeah.
So when I got out, I didn't want to throw my goals away, everything that got me through the tough times, and just forget about that like so many people do.
Yeah.
I'm home now, so all of those promises you made to yourself, you finna throw them away.
Right.
I held on to them.
Yeah.
I held on to them.
And yep.
Oh, the toughness about starting a business, and you reading about it.
Yeah.
All right, let me do this, right?
Yeah.
And now you trying to walk into it.
Right.
Being a felon, what's that mental toughness like, and what was that process like?
Yeah, it's like anything. I've learned so much about being an entrepreneur, man. It's really, like Nipsey said, it's a marathon, man. It's not a sprint, man.
Yeah.
So even life itself is a marathon, right? So I had to learn over time your approach. Like, say if you're running a marathon, man, and you just take off running fast as you can.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna finish that damn marathon running like that, man. So you gotta pace yourself and run the marathon the proper way in order to complete it. Yeah. But unfortunately, so many of us, we running so fast that we'll never finish this thing called life or this thing called entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Because it costs a lot to learn the business.
Yeah.
Like I never owned a truck before in my life. Yeah. I bought the truck, got in it, but at that point I understood the process. Yeah. Like, all right, let me learn this trucking thing. But I never drove. I bought it, I got in it, and I drove it.
You had the truck, and then you got the barbershop?
I had the barbershop first.
Barbershop? You owned the barbershop first?
Yeah. One of my clients came and got a haircut.
Okay.
And he said, man, I got this box truck, man. I'm making this month. Man, I'm standing behind this chair all day. Got this hair, man. People get, man, my lining ain't straight. All right, get that stuff. So, I went on and got that truck, man. And I was running both together for like 2 years.
Okay.
I would cut hair I would drive that truck 6 a.m. to 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Then I would 5 p.m. to 11 at night. I would cut hair 7 days a week.
Wow.
So for like 2 years.
At this point, do you have other barbers under you, or
Yeah.
Okay, so
I had like 2 or 3 stylists,
Yep.
women, and I had like 3 or 4 barbers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
So it was doing well. It was doing well.
Doing all right, man. Barbering really, once again, learning.
Yeah.
The service industry is really, you could really, to get those numbers, you got to make money in your sleep.
Yeah. Facts.
And you can't make money in a barber unless you're behind that chair.
Right. Right.
Unless, the barbers, when they be like, man, they charging $50. They charging $100 for a haircut.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah.
They have to. $20 a haircut.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You need that $50 to $100 to really see.
Yeah.
So the evolution of the barber shop, then the box truck,
Into the truck.
into the truck. Now tell me what's happening to get to the point to where all these other businesses and ideas start to come about, because I think like a lot of us, like you said, you started your barbershop. When you have another opportunity, it's a shiny new thing.
Yeah.
It's like, are you sure I can make my potential over there is such and such?
Yeah.
Like, talk to me about how you starting to get in those other ventures, and are you feeling like because you did 20 years, I gotta try it all? Like, are you feeling like that as well? You know what I mean?
I think the first things first for me is my business is inspiration.
Okay.
So all of these other things are a byproduct of the ultimate goal is to inspire people. First of all, my family, my household, my neighborhood, my community, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Chicago, Midwest, then America, then the world. So you got to think big.
Yeah.
So that was my progression as an entrepreneur. Those things were never meant for me in my mind to do forevermore. They were my stepping stone. That was my journey through entrepreneurship.
Yeah, sure.
Now the work boots has become my swan song. That's what Ed Hennings probably will be remembered by if I get granted more time on this earth.
Yeah.
I plan that being the Heinz ketchup.
Yeah.
I plan on that being the Wendy's, you know, of my family and in the world. So yeah, it was, I just look at those things as my learning process to get to this point where the idea of something that impactful, I was prepared for it.
Yeah.
So, you know,
That's good.
that was preparation.
That's good. And as you start, so you wrote this book,
Yeah.
The Answers, you know, a guide to
And the
passing.
answer like Iverson.
Yeah. salute the AI. Right? So you wrote the book, The Answers. For those who don't know, this guy is apparently from Virginia.
That's right.
Yeah.
2 up, 2 down.
2 up, 2 down. You know what I'm saying? And the answer is known as
Allen Iverson. Yes, sir. Thank you.
But this book is called The Answers, right now. But The Answer is a guide to passing the test of your life. Talk a little bit about sort of like the inspiration. When did when you put it out, and what compelled you to put this out to the world?
Yeah, it was 2 things. The first thing was I had came home in 16, wrote the book in 19, but 19 I had the barbershop, I had the trucking business, and I had bought a home. So everybody's like, man, you've been home 3 years.
Yeah.
And I had a Mercedes.
Yeah, nice.
So people in my neighborhood like, no,
Wait, hold on.
well, I ain't never did a day.
Right.
But I ain't accomplished this.
Right.
How did you do it?
Right.
How did you do it? So those questions kept coming. And I was like, oh man, those questions, they keep asking me, and I keep telling them. And then my grandma, who raised me, I bought the house right next door to the childhood house that I grew up in, that my grandmama lived in. So when I bought the house, everybody kept on saying it's time to write a book. But I told my grandma, I said, Ma, put a bid in on that house. And her head raised up. She had a little twinkle in her eye. Because my grandma don't move on nothing.
For sure.
She'd be like, all right, boy. She don't have nothing too high or too low.
Sure,
She
sure.
just even.
Yep.
But I seen that little twinkle.
Nice.
And I said, all right, it's time to write the book.
Nice.
So with all those questions coming,
The
answers to the questions. This is how I did it.
Yeah.
Put it in the book, man. This is how I did it. These
I
the
think
gems.
it's your 24th number. I think. Let me go back to it 1 second. I think it's the 24th one, right? Failure is not a possibility. You will pass the test. The crazy thing is, people should be crazy enough to believe that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The phrase that come about, which is become the cliche, fail forward, fail fast.
Yeah.
But we almost invite failure.
Yeah.
We almost invite it.
Yeah.
Right? And when you invite failure, most people, not everybody, most people can't overcome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a quick little story. My son tried out for the basketball team, 10th grade. 3 days of tryouts. He got cut the last day, distraught, crying, upset, mad, this, then, the third. After that emotion passed, and I'm being the father that I should be, hey, it's good. His own emotion passed. He said, Dad, don't worry about it. I didn't fail. This is just a stepping stone. Now I know what it takes to get up. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It ain't, I didn't want to hear I failed, I'll get better.
Yeah.
Because that let me know he was going to accept failure. You didn't fail.
You didn't fail.
You tried. It just didn't work this time.
That's right.
And now you know what it takes. So I like the fact how you think about failure is not a possibility.
Yeah.
No.
Talk me through why that's your number 24.
Once again, I had to sit back, and I had the guys that did it.
Yeah.
You know, our stories are not ours. They there for other people to draw inspiration and learn from and get knowledge from. You know, what Ed Hennings is doing, that's for the world.
Yeah.
That's for some other young fella to look at and be like, you know what, he did it, I can do it too.
Yeah.
So when I seen Jordan going through the Pistons, when I seen Kobe lose, and they said, what you gonna do? And tears rolling down his eyes. And he said, I'm gonna work, and I'm gonna come back. And that was it. Like, you can't fail. Like, if I don't get it done this time, I'm going to get up 3 hours earlier next time and make myself so good that I'm not going to lose.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lose.
Yeah.
So I applied that, like in prison, like I said, I played a lot of basketball. I won a lot. And it wasn't because I was the most talented. It wasn't because I was the fastest, the biggest, and the strongest. It's because while they was playing cards, I was out there shooting. When they was in there telling them old war stories, I was in the gym pumping iron. I made myself, I outworked everybody.
Yeah.
So that's my philosophy, and everything that I do now is like, I might not be as smart as you. I might not be as talented as you. But what I found out is that lazy cancels out all of those things you got going for yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
You can be smart, but if you lazy, you just smart and lazy.
Yeah.
You can be talented, but talented and lazy ain't gonna get it done.
Facts. Yeah.
So here I am, no talent, dumb as hell, but guess what? I can get up earlier than you, and I can stay at it longer than you.
Yeah.
And that's been my ticket.
You still play ball at 53?
No, I don't play no more ball.
Yeah,
I don't have time. I would love to, man, but I don't
got
have
the
time.
time.
I used to go in the gym and pump iron every morning, man, with business and everything, man, and personal life picking up.
Yeah.
You gotta,
That's
I gotta get back in
That's
there.
a good thing. That evolution is a good thing.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Now you gotta stick at it though, man.
Yeah,
You gotta get back. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get back in the court, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
On the basketball court.
Yeah,
got
63 at
Fine,
least. You know what I mean? You
fine
got 10 more years.
Fine
You got 10
time.
more years. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got 10 more years at least. You got 10 more years. It's going to add. So let's go back to the work boots for a second, right? Because talk about that, right? Like what was the void that you saw in the marketplace that made you say, if nobody else is going to create it, I'm going to create it?
Yeah, that's great. Great question, man. I'm glad you asked that. The work booth space, right? You looking at so many of us when we work these jobs, construction jobs, factory jobs, we walk in, we change the tone of our voice. We try to sound as proper as we can. Our energy shifts. The job is already hard. The 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours is already hard in itself. Just imagine you got to work on being somebody that you're not. So you work in a job and it's making it even harder because you're not even who you are. And how you going to be at your best when you're not even you? So my boots speak to the people that says, my boots is fine, but they just not something that I would wear. So how much better are you on the job and what you're trying to accomplish in life when you can be truly who you are? If that's you, hardworking, respectable, but you got a little swag about yourself. You feel a little bit better today about these 8 to 10 hours you about to do because you being who you are. And that's what my boots speak to. My boots speak to a space where Ed can walk in his superpower.
Love that.
That's why I
You know
mentioned
what
the
I'm saying?
Timberland reference. Because
Yeah.
it's the swag.
And it's just that one Timberland.
You know what I'm
It's the
saying?
butter.
That's
Right.
it.
But yeah,
It's the butter.
It's the butter.
yeah.
It's
That's the home run.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
All those other Timberlands you might wear, you might not.
Right.
But that
I
butter.
won. Yeah.
We know what swag does.
Yeah.
Dion said it best. You look good, you feel good,
Facts.
you play good.
Facts.
That's right.
He said it the best. I got a quick question, man. Is there any questions to this point that we've asked you, right? That or haven't asked you that you want our audience to know? Like we haven't asked you, but something you want to speak on that we haven't had the opportunity to ask you about your journey, about your entrepreneurship lifestyle, mindset. Because a lot of times our audience are individuals that are still behind the wall.
Yeah.
And about to come home.
Yeah. Something that's just been on my mind a lot lately, and I would always say this, it's just about the perspective. Like I'm going through the same thing anybody else is going through. I might have some bad things going on with, okay, I got to pay taxes. And then I got, relationship, all of these things I got in my life too. But it's my perspective that's going to help me navigate through it. It's the way I see it. So therefore, it's not that I'm not going through it or anybody or you guys are not going through it. It's just you're dealing with it healthy instead of unhealthy because of the way we see it. And I seen it like this, and I read this from the Chinese people is that confidence is not a mindset. It's an achievement.
Oh.
So you got to achieve confidence. That's an achievement. If you're confident, you built that thing.
Yeah, okay.
You didn't come with that. You built that.
Right.
So you can say, man, I achieved confidence.
Yeah.
And put that ribbon on.
Yeah.
You achieved that. You didn't nobody just hand you that.
Yeah.
You achieved it.
I like
so that perspectives helped me. So those different type of perspectives that I picked up along the way, you got to seek it out. Like even being here today. This is an honor. You know why? Because I could be back in Milwaukee on the block listening to who got shot, who got locked up, who got into it.
Yeah.
But I could be here with some guys that's progressive, and I can take that energy and I can be inspired and I can continue to run my race.
Yeah.
Sir.
And so I'm intentional with putting myself in the room and putting myself around people that's trying to go somewhere as opposed to, you know what, I got to go down in the hood.
Yeah.
And not that I don't have love for everybody still.
Yeah.
But once again, I don't want potato chips and candy on my plate all the time.
Yeah.
I need some vegetables. I need some fruit.
Yeah.
I need some healthy stuff on this plate.
I like that.
And we appreciate you for being here because, you know, for us, you know, we've built and are building this platform for our brothers and sisters who, you know, are behind the wall, who are on their way home or who are home already, you know, because we know a lot of people. I think they say that there's maybe about 9 million, right, formerly incarcerated men and women, right? So when you think about that number, you know, a lot of them are not at Hennings, right? But they can be.
They can,
right? They can be if they understand, and that's why when I heard your story, I was like, nah, we have to do this because again, we talked about it earlier. You know, 20 years, you know, it would have broke a lot of people.
Yeah.
But for you to, and I don't know if they could feel it through the through watching you, but you just have an energy though. Like you're like what you're saying, like your words are not void. Like I could feel your words. I could feel that you believe that you can do, you could be doing, have anything. And I think that there's an energy there. But the other thing I appreciate also that is the perspective you just shared is saying that we all go through the same things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
but it's your response to it.
Your response.
Right. It's like, how do you see these things? Because a lot of times when, you know, people look at someone who has good energy and be like, yo, you can't be like this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I see Jake, like he always good energy, always smiling, but I know him. So I know he go through stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's the perspective. It's how you accept it, how you view it. What would be your advice, right, to somebody coming home or somebody who's been home who is looking to take their life to the next level?
Yeah. Let me first say this is that I'm really like when I'm dealing with somebody and like when I'm in the joint, well, when I was in the joint and we are talking about changing our life, like I'm really passionate about it.
Yeah.
So I'm really like, man, you gonna do this shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's not up for negotiation. I don't negotiate your greatness.
Yeah.
Like it's greatness in there.
Yeah.
We not finna negotiate this. We not finna go back and forth about this. I'm finna grab the back of that shirt and you finna get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's my mindset. But what I would say to people coming out with the same energy is that you have to keep it. You got to trim the fat and get to the meat. When you walk out of there, you have to walk out of there and not mess with the distractions. There's more distractions out here than it is in there.
Yeah.
So when you walk out of there, take it slow. Slow is like the tortoise in the hare.
Yeah.
The tortoise gonna win. He gonna win every time because he's running the race properly, as I spoke about previously.
Yeah.
Yep.
You not running the race right.
Yeah.
You finna go try to get the homies. You finna go try to catch up with the females and all of that stuff. And I'm gonna win because I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna stay locked in.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to do. When I first got out, I went to work at the barbershop, came home. Went to work, came home. My first 6 to 9 months,
Look, everybody has a story and everybody wants to tell their story, but do you know how to monetize your story and create income and impact? I am Ash Cash, the financial motivator, author of over 20 books. I've sold over 250,000 books independently, and I have created a foolproof step-by-step process on how you can monetize your story. So listen, go to bookrichmastery.com, join my free masterclass where I'll teach you how to master being a storyteller, but also creating that income. Again, bookrichmastery.com, and I'll see you on the inside.
I did very little. It was work and go home, work and go home. When I looked at my bank account, I was like, dude, you don't know how much you can accomplish.
That's facts.
I didn't go shopping and buy all the latest. I didn't go kicking it. I went to work and came back, went to work, and I did very little.
Yeah.
And I looked and I said, whoa, man, this is it.
Yeah.
I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
And my cousin, he came to me, he said, man, your first 30 days was awesome. What you think about the next 30? Okay. And I was like, I'm going to stay on the same path. And he came to me after 60. He said, them 60, you. So I said, man, I'm going to stay on this. I'm going to stay on the right path.
Yeah.
I ain't got to change nothing up.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people, man. Go to work, come home. Go to work, come home. Think that you still in prison.
Yeah.
You free to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
That don't mean you should.
Yeah.
Just because you can don't mean you should. It's like you having a woman and she said, I do anything for you. That's enough.
Right.
I don't need you to go do anything.
Right.
Do it. Yeah.
But just knowing that you will, that's enough for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just because you can don't mean you should.
That's good. That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
I need two things from you, Ed Hennings. Where can people pick up the copy of your book?
Okay.
And more importantly, the boots I got on. Look,
Thanks.
I style, yo.
Nah,
I'm from
nah.
Virginia. All we know how to do is get fly, baby. That's it. You feel me? Nah. That's what it is. That's what it is. I just get fly, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But where can we get the book, and then where can individuals pick up these boots, man? Because I got them on my feet right now.
Comfortable, too.
Ain't nothing cap about me. They comfortable.
Yeah. Facts.
They comfortable.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the only other thing besides boots and outdoor coats and hats that I got on my website is the book.
Okay.
So you can find them all in the same place at edhenningsco.com.
Okay.
edhenningscompany.com, edhenningsco.com.
Man, this interview for me has been enlightening, man. He mentioned about your energy earlier, and I walked out and saw you in the hallway. Yeah. And you had the glasses on, and you had this big smile on your face, right? And I'm like, do I notice this? Like, I don't know this. But it made me smile. Right. Man, how you doing? Because that energy was good, man.
Yeah.
And then to sit down and really dive into your story and hear all that you went through, but more importantly, all that you have accomplished to this point.
Yeah.
I already know you're gonna accomplish more, man. I just appreciate your time for sure.
And this is my last question though, right? Because what's the legacy? Like what's next for Ed, right? Because I envision you on more stages, more books, like you again. And I love when you said that. You said that the product is inspiration. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. Yeah. And definitely, we want to help however way we can. You know what I mean? Get your message out there. It's starting with this show, but definitely we want to help, amplify your voice however way we can. No doubt. But what's next? What's next for you?
Man, like I said, the work boots is front and center in my life right now, man. And we mentioned the other brands, the legend brands. They're the legends. Yeah. So, I got some ground to make up. Yeah. It ain't for me to be looking over here, over there. For sure. The boys, they done paved the way, they there. But it's time for the Ed Hennings thing to get in there, man, and blaze a trail.
And what's the, you don't divulge all of it, but what's the game plan? Are you looking, direct to consumer, get them in stores? Yeah. Are you looking for partnerships? Like, how do we make Ed Hennings the Timberland or beyond? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think so far I'm doing retail right now.
Okay.
I'm not in any stores. I'm in one store in Milwaukee, a local store. My boots actually are being purchased by people in prison.
Okay.
So that's a full circle moment for my brand.
Yeah.
It's people in prison. I'll have the ability to order my boots.
Okay.
So that's been a milestone for me.
Okay.
But also the trade schools. Being that the younger people are beginning in trades. My boots kind of fit and catch their eye.
Yeah.
So I have like 2 or 3 schools here in Atlanta
Yep.
that I provide boots for. I have Job Corps in Milwaukee who I provide boots for, and another school in Milwaukee I provide boots for.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the younger people. They say, man, they won't even wear those boots that we provide. They want your boots.
Yeah.
Because it kind of have that swag to it
Sure.
that they're looking for.
Yeah.
And that's just one of my boots. I have some coming out
Some
for
flavors though.
as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, everywhere. I'm looking to get in stores when that opportunity presents itself.
Okay.
And all of that good stuff there. But right now it's retail and in the schools with the young people. But when the store come calling, we'll be able to talk and see what we can get done.
Whatever we can do, man, to continue to push the brand.
Yeah, for
'cause
sure.
I'm feeling it, man.
Yeah, I appreciate
And
that.
I got some ideas though too. So like some marketing ideas, but we'll talk for sure.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
I definitely got some marketing ideas. Listen to mine's not here. Now I'm messing with you. That's all good.
That's my brother, man. So you know what I mean? So most likely his ideas are gonna come from me anyway. That's it. So,
Hey, man, look.
yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it's
Appreciate
an honor. It's a total honor, man, to just be here.
Thank you, man.
And jam with y'all, man. I've watched you guys from afar for a while.
No, you can say you can watch me. You don't gotta say you can watch me. No, I'm just
I'm here.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
For sure, man. For sure.
Yeah. Now we appreciate you though.
bro.
Thank you so much for being here. If they want to follow you online, social media, where can they find you?
On Instagram, you can go to Ed Hennings Work Boots. On Facebook, you can go to Ed Hennings, man. That's where I'm at. TikTok, Ed Hennings Work Boots. So I'm doing the social media thing like everybody else, man. Trying to hit all the platforms and get you to get them boots, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, y'all. Another powerful episode of Crime Pays, the #1 personal development platform for formerly incarcerated men and women and their families. I am Ash Cash, the financial motivator.
I'm the stylist. Jay White, first name, last name, baby.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Same time, same place. In God's will.